Yo, what's going on, guys? Press welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going over the very best GRAU 556 class setup. So it's basically the best attachments for the GRAU 556 to perform well and to perform towards your playstyle. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, remember to hit that like button and also that subscribe button so you'll be notified of when I post new Call of Duty content. Now, I actually did really enjoy making this video, so I'm probably going to make a new one, maybe for the MP7 or just another good gun, but let me know in the comments what y'all like. So getting right into the setup, we have a pretty base GRAU 556, and keep in mind this is for multiplayer. So right here are the actual stats for the gun. So you can see there are no cons. All you have are pros in basically every category except for fire rate, but you can't really control that. So the very first attachment is the Archangel barrel. I'd say this is the most important because it helps with damage range, bullet velocity, and also recoil control. And you'll see a lot of people using this attachment on their GRAU. I just think it's personal best. So for lasers, I have the tac laser because it helps aim on sight speed and all that, and it's just the best for multiplayer, which this gun is based for. As far as the stock goes, I went with no stock because this kind of contradicts the Archangel barrel, which slows down the aim down sight speed and mobility, so the no stock really helps with that. And for grip, I have the Void 2 grip, which helps with aim down sight speed, which this gun really needs as well, just to balance out the stats. And then for the actual grip, I have the Commando 4 grip. It was between this and the Merc, which helps more with recoil control, but I went with Commando just because I think it's the best for multiplayer. And this is more of a side note, but if you're more of a player that likes to sit back, like with an objective game or something like that, then something like the Monolithic Suppressor would be better than the Void grip for you. So the gameplay you're watching in the background now is me just using the GRAU on Shoot House, which is a really good map for something like this with how good the aim down sight speed is. And I'd say the handling of this gun is very good for like the M4 or something like that. So it's really fast as far as like aiming, that sort of thing goes. But range is also good for this thing, which you wouldn't really think, but the Archangel barrel really helps with range and also recoil control. So this clip right here is basically just to show off the mobility of the gun. You can see I'm kind of jumping around things and there's a range kill. But you can see like how I like move around with the gun. It has really good handling, which I've already said. But it's not something like a GRAU with a normal stock where it's kind of hard to jump around things. You can see him jumping through windows and that sort of thing. Because of that no stock attachment really helps with this gun. So speaking of recoil control, right here we have the decked out GRAU. You can see it has a pretty tight grouping, especially with that Archangel barrel. And then here's a base GRAU, which actually performed worse with recoil control, which I was surprised about because our decked out GRAU has no stock. And I thought that was going to really affect the recoil control. And as far as hip fire goes, that's really what the tac laser is for. Is this thing, you can see in the video clip, I did aim in, but hip fire is really good for this gun. It has a pretty tight, crosshairs on your screen, and this is a weirder detail, but I seem to always get headshots with this gun. You can see right there. It may just be like how perfectly balanced the recoil control is, but I always seem to get like headshots at the very last like bullet, and that may just be me, how my playstyle is, but I don't know. Could just be the attachments. As far as ammo capacity goes, you can see in this video clip, it's a 30 round magazine, which seems small, especially when there's like a 50 and 60 round option. But if you can, duck behind cover between kills, it's not that big of an issue, especially for something like the GRAU, which has such a high fire rate, and it doesn't take long to reload. Also, iron sights for the gun, very good. I like all the GRAU's iron sights, but this Archangel barrel is really good and good for accuracy too. So with that final detail, we're going to round out the video here. Remember, if you did enjoy the video, remember to hit that like button and consider subscribing because I post Call of Duty pretty often. I did really enjoy making this video, so I'm probably going to make more class setup videos. And I'm thinking about doing the MP7 next, but definitely leave me a comment of any gun you'd want. I can do the best class setup on that. Just whichever comment is, the most popular. But that's about it. So peace.